community. This is what I can do for our...
You ready, honey?
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, you're doing amazing. Just look at the numbers from the last debate.
Yeah, but it just feels wrong. Shouldn't I be me?
Well, honey, they won't like the real you.
But you do, right?
Mr. Converse on in 3.
It's go time. Go be a real man.
Gorgeous, Mr. C. Thank you. Send? Sure.
Mr. Converse, what would you like to see be done about the job crisis plaguing this community?
Well, let me first say that there is a job crisis in our community. Our community is failing at the very core. And it all starts with who's in charge right now. And he's sitting over there. I am very close with this community, and I understand the issues facing it that my opponent here certainly does not. These boys in our community aren't being raised as men. They aren't being taught to tackle these issues head on. We're teaching them LGBTQ things in school. They don't need to know about that. They need to know how to grow up to be men, workers, leaders in this community. Look at him. Look at him. Do you think he knows how to do that? I'm willing to talk about these issues while my spineless opponent sits there just rattling off things that do not matter in this community. He said, when I was little. What does he mean? What does he mean? He woke up this morning, he was little. Look at him sitting there. Is he even tall enough to ride the rides of Walt Disney? I don't think so. We need a man in office, a man to take control, get jobs for this community. My opponent here does not garner the respect from me to see him as a man, let alone as my political opponent. He is weak, and what is wrong with this very community? Some may even call him a beta male. Thank you.
Now, Mr. Converse, this question has stirred up a lot of commotion and turmoil with the other candidates, so I really want to hear your answer here. What do you think, realistically, is the biggest animal you can take in a fight?
Whoa, what'd you say?
Well, say you're in the woods. You see a bear, a grizzly bear. Could you take that on? Maybe a lion in the Serengeti?
Animal?
Me personally, the most I could take, a hawk. So I just want to hear your answer. Maybe it's a sea animal. Maybe you're good in the water. This stuff matters, Mr. Converse.
Maybe a koala? I could take a koala. Sure.
So, Mr. Converse, Superman or Batman? Who you got winning?
I'd say Batman with some prep time, for sure.
Next question, Mr. Converse, and I won't take this personally. What would you rate me on a scale of 1 to 10 based on looks, solely.
Solid 6. You're a good looking guy. Solid 6, I'll give you.
6? Fucking 6? You kidding me? Less than a minute left on the clock. No timeouts. You got Marshawn Lynch in the backfield. Do you run the ball? Now, Mr. Converse, hypothetically speaking, if you were a woman for a day, would you let one of the boys, not me, so you're telling me you think Lord of the Rings is better than the Harry Potter series? I don't have many questions left. Where do you put your bread? Put it in the fridge, a cabinet. You old school? You throw it in a bread box? Now, this next question is very, very important. What would you like to drink?
What? Bud Light.
Just didn't think you were the type of fella to be drinking one of those LGBT community drinks.
I think you're looking a little too much into it. I mean, I think a drink is the furthest thing from what decides your sexual orientation, let alone your sexual preference. This beer has had countless men and women as the advertising rep, and they made one commercial with a trans person, and everybody's like gotta like dick. I think people like what they like, and if you don't like their brand, okay, don't buy it. But at the end of the day, a true man will drink what he likes, regardless of what others think.
Never thought of it that way.
See, it's simple when you really think about it.
Well, I'm sorry if I offended you, sir.
No, I'm done. No, I'm done. What are you and your friend drinking? Can I get you some?
Well, I'll get another of these, and my boyfriend here will get a dirty surly.
One final question here, Mr. Converse. What is one thing you would want voters to take away from this speech today regarding your character? And do you think you swayed the voters' judgment in any way regarding you as a person? I feel like today I showed you a true representation of my character, of who I really am. These questions weren't political and showed a different side of me to the people. And I can appreciate that, and I want to thank you personally. Getting to show the people a different side of me. I finally feel like I'm seen, you know? Mr. Converse, what are you talking about? Like, I may have gave some controversial responses, like, you know, Batman with some prep time. It's controversial, bread in the fridge, but this was fun. Mr. Converse, I didn't ask any of those questions. Thanks so much. Thanks so much, sir. Thanks so much, guys. I'm going to go get the last American beer there is, the Yingling. Vote for me in the polls. I love you guys.